If you classify yourself as spiritual and you have been wondering what it is that you need to do if you've been feeling called to stop getting tarot readings, the reason why I'm addressing this is because I keep seeing posts on threads in specifically actually about this, and it's screamingly fucking obvious to me, and it amazes me that people aren't getting this. And I haven't been responding to the comments I've been seeing because I felt like this is something that actually needed to be addressed in a bigger video. Anyhow, if this is the case, then you are being called to start mastering your energy, to start actually, like, it, in some ways, it's kind of incredible to me that anyone would call themselves a spiritually minded person and not automatically jump to, it's time for me to actually, like, master my own energy, master myself, basically, and to learn, go take myself on a journey of both learning and practicing for myself. And this is where it gets interesting, because you have to, when you do this stuff, it's important to learn. It's important to be open to learning. It's also important to only learn with people who encourage you to basically own and maintain and kind of build on, in a lot of ways, your sovereignty. Now, I say this as someone who has, over the course of my own journey, worked with people who were far too interested in basically trying to turn me into some kind of clone of them. And there are coaches and mentors who are out there who do that. So discernment is key. And I have also, as a direct result, the work that I do with people and the way that I present it and everything else is very focused on, like, putting the onus with you in terms of your sovereignty, your autonomy, and encouraging you to always feel into what feels best for you. Like, if you ask anyone who's worked with me, the way that I do things is that I present different ways that you can do things, and I will always encourage you to pick the one that feels right for you, for your system. Pick the way that feels best. There are so many ways. I always say, you could say, like, there's 1,000,001 ways to skin a cat or whatever, Ultimately, you can try different things. Any decent teacher or mentor will get you to try different things and see which things feel right for you, feel harmonious for your system, and which things are not so much you. For whatever reason, it could be that they're energetic, that certain ways of doing things are energetically incompatible with you. Some things might require more thinking than you're comfortable with. Other things might be, there's just, like, there's so much variation in this whole world of possibility of the ways that you can do things. But I will also say, as someone who has done official certifications as well as developing my own modality, which took, Reboot 11 took 7 years to develop, and is an incredible piece of kit for anyone who's starting out on this journey, because the thing is, it will help you tap into your own power. Okay, it's not teaching you anything, it's activating. So it activates and it clears and it does all these different things, but essentially it will get you on the right track for yourself. That's one of the big intentions behind it. And it started developing because of my frustration with the way that I had been taught. So I had to go through things that weren't so great for me in order to actually develop the modality that actually helped me and will also help those who feel called to it. And you might not feel called to it, and that's fine. You might feel called to it, and that's also fine. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and say this is for everyone. It's not. It's for those that feel called to it, for those who feel it resonates with them. you know, and you can tell whether my stuff resonates with you or not by going through, like, there's so much free stuff on my YouTube channel. Like, it's also like the stuff on my, I will also say the stuff on my YouTube channel is snapshots, it's samples, it's not, none of it's the full thing. Okay, so if you want the full thing, you have to actually invest the money and the time to actually dive deeper. But my YouTube channel gives a very, very good, lots of really good snapshots, things that you'll find really fucking useful, particularly if you dedicate yourself to working with them on a regular basis. But also, none of it is the full enchilada, if that makes any sense. But yeah, essentially, if you're being told, if you're getting messages from your higher self to stop going to tarot readers and so on and so forth, it's because you are ready for the next step, which is self-mastery. Okay, it's about not farming your power out to other people. It's about developing your own skills. It's about understanding that this is the way that the world is moving. The era of the guru is over. I've been fucking saying this since I started doing this work 10 years ago. My very first thing that I ever offered was called Be Your Own Guru. As someone who grew up with a mother who was obsessed with gurus, like my mum was obsessed with gurus. She was obsessed with giving her power away to people outside of herself. She's still obsessed now. She gives her power away to disembodied beings all the time. You know, it's from one thing to the next, just constantly giving her power away. I have always represented, I would say, the opposite of that with the work that I do. And I'm here just to underline right now that if you have been having question marks about, you know, what the right move is because you've been getting very sharp word in your ear to stop going for tarot readings and this, that and the other, it's because you are supposed to actually hone your skills, embody your own self-mastery more. This may require you taking mentorship, some kind of guidance or teaching. It might not, you know. There's a path for you that's right for you. Your job is to tap in and figure out what the fuck it is. And if it does include working with me, you can find details of how to do that below this video. Mwah. Sending you so much love.